Oh, well, hi, everybody. We are here today to talk about the 2025 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees. And of course, the big one on this channel being Mariah Carey, Oasis, Soundgarden, and of course, Phish, the jam band Phish out of Vermont. I guess my first reaction when I heard Phish was nominated, like a lot of you, I'm sure, was, well, it's about time. They've been eligible for over a decade. And for a long time, the people associated with VH1 and Rolling Stone magazine, I believe, were in charge and running the Hall of Fame and the nominees and the inductees and all of that. And I thought they were always friendly with Phish. Rolling Stone has always been very complimentary of the band. Well, not always, but at a certain point and over years, they have been complimentary. Put them on the cover at one point. Not a very flattering cover they chose, but I guess the band must have agreed to it. So, and they seem happy. They seem grateful to be nominated. So if they're in on it, I'm happy for them. Good for them. Better late than never, I suppose they say. And, but yeah, I don't really hold the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame like way up on some high for years. I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. It's like they induct somebody that's worthy and deserving. They pick somebody just ridiculous to get people talking about it, and then they would pick like a couple of popular acts to try to sell some tickets or something. I don't know. They got to make some revenue somehow for that thing. And then, yeah, like this year's like, what rock and roll? Mariah Carey, I suppose, is this year's like, what? Cyndi Lauper? She was at least a little more rock than, she was more punk than anything, I suppose. And then, yes, Bad Company, Soundgarden. If they're going to make Phish wait over a decade after eligibility, the White Stripes and Oasis, what are they? They just became eligible like 5 minutes. The White Stripes, really? They've been around 25 years? I am getting old, I suppose. Now, as far as Phish making it, I'm sure they will. This first-timers, the first time on the ballot, I believe, along with many others. I don't know if they get to choose who inducts them or if the Rock Hall chooses that, If they got to choose themselves, maybe possibly Bob Weir, maybe Billy Strings, something in that neighborhood, perhaps. And then if the Rock Hall chooses for them, well, who knows? It could be Phil Collins or Chubby Checker also nominated this year. You talk about time. I feel like there's some real head scratchers in the Hall of Fame, but Chubby Checker has not. Joe Cocker also nominated this year. I believe like maybe a Mexican rock and roll band was nominated as well. So there is a fan vote, and I think now it's not just like 2 or 3 people. A couple of wankers over at VH1 don't get to decide anymore. I think one of those guys was fired too. Just a complete horrible person was one of like 3 people deciding who goes into the Hall of Fame every year. So I'm pretty sure that guy's out. And now they leave it up to music journalists, actual artists, and fans, I believe. So I would say based on a fan vote, if that's a percentage of it, if it works like in sports where the fan vote is only a percentage, I would say that Phish is going to do pretty well in that category, the fan vote category. I would say other artists certainly respect them. Music journalists, who cares? What is that even really? They've always had their priorities in the wrong spots, really, it seems, anyhow. I don't know. Not that I know. I'm not some rock journalist historian by no means, nor am I a journalist. Nor am I qualified to really talk about rock and roll. I'm a fan. All right, so I'm sure you heard the news. I don't know how to vote, but I'm sure it can't be that hard to figure it out. Maybe just go to like the Phish social medias. Phish social media. Phish X. Phish Facebook. Phish Blue Sky, whatever they got, man. Whatever you're into, Threads, if you're a Threads guy. I'm not a big, I have a Threads account. All right, I'll admit it. Sorry. I thought I was done at like Instagram, but they get you. All these new ones. Okay, so Hall of Fame, here we come. And by we, I mean Phish. I don't think I'll be a part of the ceremony, unfortunately. That'd be cool if they were like, what if we got that guy from YouTube to induct us? Start a movement. Certainly somebody that might see this. Maybe somebody that can like get in their ear, be like, what about F. Zappa 20? He's from Ohio. He loves the Browns for some reason. I might be the guy now that I think about it, actually. If it comes down to me, is Phil Collins still alive? He's got to be, right? Bob Weir is for now, and hopefully much longer. Obviously, Billy Strings. Maybe me and Billy. He's got better hair than me. Wouldn't be real thrilled with that. I might veto Billy. I like maybe somebody that doesn't have very good hair. Me and that guy inducting the Phish. So let's make it happen. I can't make it happen, but somebody out there, maybe as a whole, we could all make it happen. All right, boom. Love you guys. Go Phish. Congratulations. And yeah, finally, I guess this is the ultimate recognition, I guess. Like, look, if this is the NFL or something, or Major League Baseball, maybe. But I just don't know if the Rock, I mean, look, they, in all of our hearts and minds, they were Hall of Famers a long time ago. You know, they don't need to prove anything to anybody. All right, boom, recognition. Some recognition's always nice, though. You know, I'm sure they appreciate it. All right, guys, boom, love you.